Hey, YouTubers, something important, something goddamn important. So, I'm in the garage again at my parents' house. I'm smoking a big ass cigar, as in the big ass cigar for life. Look at that big ass cigar. Hashtag big ass cigar for life. The house of keeping. Smoking this Padron cigar, nice big ass cigar, as in the big ass cigar for life. It's a Padron 2000 series cigar, nice big ass cigar is the big ass cigar for life. And I'm not drinking anything right now. So anyway, just get on camera to shoot the shit right now. Shoot the shit and talk about things. So I had my third helping of turkey tonight. I know people are gonna say, "Wow, you had your third helping of turkey tonight? Wow, you're gonna get fat, dude. You can get like so fat, dude. You're gonna be like a fat son of a gun." But no, it's like because I spaced it out. I've had a pretty light dinner, meals overall. So, for example, today for breakfast, I just had a breakfast cup. It's one of those like, cups you get from like the donut place, which basically has like eggs in it, and bacon and like potatoes. It's a small little cup. And then for lunch today, I had a salad, which is very healthy, and a cup of soup. So salad and soup for lunch. And then for dinner, I had the turkey dinner, which is pretty heavy. So yeah, I'm probably not going to have anything for a while because between the turkey, the taters, and the butternut squash, I'm pretty damn full. So the nice thing about Thanksgiving Day food in a way is it kind of bulks you up because of the potatoes. Oh, there's a little spider crawling. Oh, that's cute. It's kind of funny I say that because this morning I was in the bathroom. There's a little spider crawling on my face. Not anything like poisonous or venomous. Like we don't have like black widows around here, or like brown recluse spiders, or like any of those like dangerous spiders. But we might have like a little nest of spiders. Yeah, that looks like the spider is crawling on my face this morning. Yeah, it's a little spider. Hi, buddy. So, yeah, a little spider. I wonder if there's a spider egg around. So, anyway, enough about talking about spiders, big ass spiders like the big ass cigar. So, excuse me. Excuse me. So, yeah, the nice thing about Thanksgiving Day food is that it kind of bulks you up. So that's the advantage, is it makes you feel full for a while, mainly due to the potatoes, which are a big carbohydrate. The potatoes are a heavy carbohydrate and a starch, which really bulks you up. So it makes you feel full for a while. That's why a lot of people, like before they run a race, like a marathon, they'll eat like pasta, for example, like big ass pasta, like the big ass, or like macaroni, or like pasta salad. Because the pasta really bulks you up and gives you energy. So, for example, the potatoes don't really give you as much energy, but they really do bulk you up and keep you full. So, and I love mashed potatoes. I love mashed potatoes myself. And I also, excuse me, I also love, butternut squash. And butternut squash is pretty healthy, pretty damn healthy. Aside from the butter you put on it, because the butter, excuse me, is not very healthy at all. The butter is very fatty, very fatty and heavy. Has a lot of fat, a lot of saturated fat. It's not quite as bad as margarine, but it still, excuse me, has a lot of fat and a lot of like calories. So minus the butter, like if you just had the butternut squash plain, it's actually pretty healthy. The salt and pepper doesn't really matter. I mean, the salt is not good because it has sodium, which gives you high blood pressure, not good for your kidneys. But the butternut squash by itself with a little bit of pepper, not pecker, being silly ass like the big ass cigar. Yeah, pecker, not pepper. So, pepper, not pecker. So, it's really not that bad for you. It's in small quantities, butternut squash is actually pretty healthy for you because it's a vegetable. It's not a carbohydrate, it's a vegetable. Potatoes are a starch, and they're a carbohydrate, which is definitely bulks you up. So you have to watch that. If you have, for example, like diabetes, for example, you definitely want to be, I'm obviously not, a fucking doctor, but you definitely want to be avoiding, high starch foods, like high carbohydrate foods, because carbohydrates will translate into sugar. So carbohydrates becomes glucose, which becomes fat. So you definitely want to be avoiding things like, if you have diabetes, like potatoes, excessive potatoes, or excessive, like, for example, like pastas, because it's very, very, not good for your blood sugar. So thankfully, I don't have diabetes myself. Knock on wood. I don't have diabetes. So, so, I mean, it doesn't mean if you have diabetes, you can't have a little bit of potatoes, but moderation is key, especially for people with diabetes with potatoes or pasta. It's, you want to be very, very moderation. And also just in general with people, you want to go very easy on potatoes and pasta because, and also breads, like white breads and like white rice, because essentially it is a lot. It really does make you gain weight pretty quickly. So that's the whole freaking point. So, yeah. So the nice thing about the Thanksgiving Day dinner, back to what I was saying, is it keeps you full for a while. Excuse me. If you're wondering why I'm burping a little bit, it's just because I had some garlic on my dinner. I had some garlic, and the garlic's a little gassy producing. So if you're wondering why I'm, have a little bit of indigestion, it's just because of the garlic. So the garlic makes you a little gassy. So, yeah. So, yeah, it does keep you full for a while, and also the meat is pretty heavy. Not meat as in your dick, your pecker, but, meat as in, the turkey meat. So, yeah, your meat being silly ass like the big ass cigar. So, but yeah, the turkey, that keeps you full also. It's heavy. I mean, it's a good amount of, heaviness. It's really good and heavy, the turkey. The turkey really keeps you full, and that definitely keeps you full. The whole freaking point is the whole meal in general, a Thanksgiving Day meal, is pretty damn heavy, and people generally don't say like, "Oh, car going by." People generally don't say, "Oh, I ate like a big Thanksgiving Day dinner, and now I'm going to have like 2 minutes later like a big slice of apple pie or a big bucket of ice cream." Most people don't do that. I mean, some people do that, and that's really their choice. I mean, that's their own personal choice, their own personal freedom. It's like but most people, your average person, your average Joe Schmo, does not like have a huge plate of turkey, huge plate of taters and squash and stuffing. The stuffing is also, I can't have the stuffing because it has wheat, it has gluten, but the stuffing also really bulks you up. That's a carbohydrate also because it's breaded, and also really bulks you up. So, so the stuffing really bulks you up. The cranberry sauce, not as much. That's pretty light. That's probably out of all out of all of them is probably the lightest. But the stuffing really bulks you up. So most people, the whole moral of the story is, most people don't have like a huge Thanksgiving Day dinner and then say, oh, 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, I'm going to have like an enormous slice of pie. I mean, most people don't do that. Oh, there's a beeping sound in the distance. I'm sorry if you heard that. Just there's a huge beeping sound. Sorry about that. So, yeah. So most people don't have like a huge like Thanksgiving Day dinner, and then for example, like have like a huge slice of apple pie or like a huge bag of potato chips. They add more carbs, they dump more carbs into their stomach. it's like most people, feel pretty damn full after eating, a Thanksgiving Day dinner. So that's the whole freaking point. Anyway, so yeah, just relaxing with a big ass cigar, as in the big ass cigar of life. Look at that big ass cigar. So, yeah, my Thanksgiving Day break is coming to an end. It's almost over with. I have the rest of tonight and then a little bit tomorrow at my parents' house. Yep, tonight I'm probably going to work on the computer. The thing is, I don't have a personal computer at my parents' house. I don't have a personal computer, so I use my parents' computer. And yes, I can be trusted. It's like, I'm not like looking at porn on my parents' computer. So it's like, yes, I can be trusted. It's like, my parents trust me. They're not going to like look at porn or anything like that, or, or like download anything like illegal. So obviously I can be trusted, I'm a good boy, So so yeah, I don't have a personal computer like a laptop at my parents' house for myself, but my dad has a laptop, and also my parents have like a home computer. It's like a desktop. It's a Windows desktop, and that's what I use when I'm at my parents' house. And also I have my phone, which is basically like a little computer. So I don't really use my iPad anymore, but actually I haven't used my iPad for a few years. But yeah, my iPad's really old. I really should sell the damn thing because honestly I don't use it anymore. Yeah, probably just strip it of all its files and just sell it. It's a first generation iPad I got back in 2014. I could probably get like $50 for it, probably. Maybe even $100, maybe even more. So, yeah, the whole freaking point is, yeah, that's what I do in my parents' house, is I work on my parents' home computer, and, I watch YouTube videos, nice big-ass YouTube, like a big-ass cigar. I kind of have a set routine when I come home. It's different than my set routine in my apartment. Like in my apartment, I have my own set routines, and I have my own like set chores I have to do. I'm not gonna say the word, but I was gonna say something funny. So yeah, so I have my own set things I do. So and I know, I mean, it is a little bit sad, a little bit disappointing that my Thanksgiving Day break's almost coming to an end. Oh, car going by, 1 sec. I mean, it is a little bit disappointing that my Thanksgiving Day break has pretty much come to an end because, I enjoy spending time with my parents. Not enough to, like, move back home with my parents, but I enjoy spending time with my parents. But I know that in a couple weeks, I know in a couple weeks I'll be spending more time with my parents because I'm coming home for the Christmas holidays. Yeah, I'm coming home for the Christmas holidays. I'm spending from Wednesday that week till Monday that week at my parents' house, and I'm spending from Wednesday till Sunday for New Year's. So I'll have a lot of time between like the week of Christmas and the week of New Year's. I'll be spending the majority of that time at my parents' house. And then I won't be spending a lot of time at my parents' house for a while. So I think the gist of it is kind of like, the shit is, when you're 31 years old, you really want to be set up. It's like, you really want to be set up at 31 years old. Because there will come a point, eventually, when my parents are not able to do this, when my parents are not able to, for example, have me come over, every weekend. Even like 5-10 years, I don't think I'll be doing this as often. Maybe 5 years, yes, but 10 years, probably not. Because in 10 years, I'll be 41 years old, or better. 10 years, I'll be 41 years old. It's like, yeah, 41 years old in 10 years. So I'll be an old man. Well, not really old man. 41 is still young, but yeah, I kind of want to be like set up doing my own thing because, yeah, I'll be getting up there in age, and when you're in your 30s, you really don't want to be living with your parents. It's like, Oh, or when it went off. You know, I know a lot of people say I could save lots of money by living with my parents, and that is true. I would save money, but honestly, at this point in my life, I enjoy my independence. I enjoy being independent. I enjoy, you know, having my own place and my own apartment. You know, it's like, you know, I really don't want to be living with my parents 24/7. It's like, wow, I can smell the garlic in my breath. Whew. Yeah, thankfully you can't smell it, but I mean, because we don't have smell-o-vision, but wow, you can smell the garlic in my breath. Some people chew gum after, you know, not chew tobacco, but chew gum after, or use a mint after they have garlic because it's kind of gives you kind of bad breath. Garlic and onions can kind of do that shit. It's like, you know, as in bullshit is bullshit, you know, so. Yeah. So, Smokey. Yeah, so this at this point in my life, I really want to be, you know, oh, car going by. I really want to be living independently because I really don't want to be like living with my parents because, you know, there will come a point when my parents are not able to do this, and I just kind of want to, you know, enjoy the few years when I can still do this, and you know, enjoy coming home, you know, and eventually I'll have to rethink the big ass cigar videos and the big ass pipe videos, and maybe I can look into in the new year. I can look into, for example, you know, filming myself in the smoking area. My big concern around that is somebody coming into the smoking area and saying like, "Oh, what the hell are you doing?" Like talking to yourself. It's like, you know, on your phone. And if I did do a video of me smoking in the smoking area in the apartment, I would have to probably do very short videos because on the chance that somebody would come out. So probably have to do pretty short videos. So it might only be like a 1 or 2 minute video, which might not be a bad thing actually, because I know there's a lot of people. I know there's a lot of people who don't have time to watch like a 25-minute video or a 30-minute video. Probably the majority of people, you know, might watch 5 minutes of my video, but they don't have time to watch like a half-hour long vlog. It's like, you know, I mean, I enjoy shooting the shit with you guys right now. I enjoy smoking a big ass cigars and a big ass cigar, as in the big ass cigar of life. But you know, I don't always have time. You know, or I mean, a lot. I should say a lot of people. A lot of people. You know, a lot of freaking people don't have the time. You know, to for example, watch like a 20-minute video. It's like, I mean, doing like I could probably do like a 1 or 2 minute video. Maybe I will try that in the new year just to see what will happen. I mean, the worst thing that could happen is somebody would come out and I would just have to delete the video. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll have to think about that. It's like, I obviously don't want to violate anyone's privacy rights because YouTube has rules against that. YouTube has, rules against that. I mean, it does kind of suck that I can't smoke in my own apartment, but even if hypothetically my apartment allowed smoking, I really don't think I would. I mean, maybe on a really cold day, I'm just saying hypothetically, if my apartment allowed smoking, maybe on a really, really cold day in like the dead of winter, like January, February, the dead of winter when it's like, 10 degrees below outside, or like really freezing cold, or like pouring rain, thunder and lightning, or like, like a foot of snow, maybe then I'd be interested in, doing a video of me smoking inside if I hypothetically could. It's a violation of my lease and I'm not going to risk getting evicted. It's like, but even if I hypothetically could, like on a nice day like this, I would still probably smoke outdoors because honestly, that smell in the apartment really lingers. It's like, even in the garage at my parents' house, when I have a cigar in the garage at my parents' house, when I have a cigar in the garage at my parents' house, you can really smell that shit. It's like, you can really smell that shit. It's like, even like when you go inside, like when you go inside to my parents' house, there's kind of like a hallway. I've done videos of the inside of my parents' house, and there's kind of like a hallway downstairs, and there's kind of like an office off to the side and a laundry room. It's like, if you watch my videos for a very long time, it's like, there's a hallway, an office, a bathroom, in the downstairs. It's like, you can really smell that. You can really smell that shit. It's like, and yeah, it's like, it's not very enjoyable. And I would not really enjoy, even if hypothetically I could smoke in my own apartment, yeah, I don't think I would, because you can really smell that shit. It's like, you can really smell that. And it's like, it would really, really stink up my apartment. I enjoy having an apartment that smells really nice, that smells really clean, and I've never, ever, ever broken my lease, and I would never will. It's like, because I signed that lease, and I never will break that lease. If it was just, thundering and lightning outside, I just wouldn't smoke. It's like, but, I just don't think I would. Like 5 years ago, when I first moved into the apartment, I was like, oh, this really sucks. This really sucks, really fucking sucks that I can't smoke in my own apartment, But nowadays, I really don't think I would smoke, even if I could, because honestly, the smell of the tobacco, when you're trying to like sleep, for example, obviously not smoke when you sleep, because that's dangerous, but like, for example, just trying to fall asleep, that smell really lingers. Like, you can really smell that shit. It's like, that's why a lot of people who are like, pipe and cigar smokers, for example, who do smoke indoors, they build kind of like a man cave or woman cave, and they sit in the like a man cave room. It's sectioned off in the house, or like a shed, for example, and they basically, that's their designated area to smoke. It's like, they have like a glass of scotch, or a glass of bourbon, or a glass of like, whiskey, or like a glass of wine, and they have like a TV, they have cable hooked up, and they watch TV, watch football, watch baseball, and, have their cigars there. It's like, that's kind of like a man cave. So, not manhood, but man cave, not your pecker, obviously. So, not your dick, obviously. So, being silly ass, like the big ass cigar. But yeah, I don't think I would. I really don't think I would smoke indoors. It's kind of nice smoking in the garage, because, I'm not outside. I'm not, I don't have to deal with the wind. I don't have to deal with the rain, in my parents' house. But, even the garage, you can really, really smell the shit. It's like, and that's why I keep the garage door open, even when it's really cold outside. Because, there was a time, like many, many years ago, if you watch my videos for a very long time, a very damn long time, like 2010, 2011, 2012, like back then, if you watch my videos for a very long time, if you've been one of my subscribers since the beginning, you know that I used to smoke in the garage with the door closed, and man, oh man, it would get so smoky in here. It would get so effing smoky. It's like, it's so smoky in here, and it would just be kind of miserable. Also, you're breathing in that secondhand smoke. You're breathing in smoke when you smoke anyway. Like, I probably breathed in a little bit of smoke just now, but you just really breathe that shit in, and it's like, yeah. So, I don't think I would, even if I could smoke in my apartment, hypothetically. I really don't think I would nowadays. It's like, because you can really smell that. It's like, just lingers. It also stains the walls. It stains the furniture. It stains the carpet. It's like, it stains the ceiling. It leaves a really, really nasty smell. Also, there is the fire hazard aspect, because obviously, this garage floor is stone. It's like granite. Oh, it's not granite, but it's like a stone floor. So if an ash drop, hot ash drops on the floor, or if I'm using like matches, for example, and it drops on the floor, it's not a big deal, because it's a stone floor. It's like, but it's like there is that fire hazard aspect, and that's probably part of the reason they banned smoking in the apartment, is because obviously there's a fire hazard. Also, it really stinks up the apartment, and obviously there's the the health effect, which is the smoke goes through the walls, it goes through the ventilator, and goes to other people's apartments, which obviously causes health problems. It's like secondhand smoking causes a myriad of health problems. So, yeah, I really don't think I would smoke in my own apartment, even if I could, because it's just not really worth it. I mean, maybe on like a day when it's hypothetically if I could, or when I went off, maybe if it was like freezing, freezing, freezing cold outside, freezing cold, like wind chill of like negative 15, 15, not 50, negative 15. It's like, maybe then I'd smoke just as an emergency, but not on a regular basis. It's like, no. I don't see the point. It's like, even on like a rainy day, because honestly it only takes me 5 minutes to smoke a pipe. It's like, smoke, or like, I don't smoke cigars in my apartment. I smoke cigars in my parents' house. I mean, I really don't think I would. I really don't think I would. I mean, I really don't think I would, because it would just really stink up the place. It would really, really stink up the whole place. I mean, yeah, I keep the garage door open, and I really should have like a fan in here. I don't, but I mean, I really should have like a fan circulating in here. So, anyway, enough of that crap. So we're getting to the end of the cigar. Big ass cigar. Big ass cigar. So yeah, I've had a good holiday weekend, and the Christmas season is coming up. Oh, if you notice in the background, I'm not sure if you can really see. If you can see in the background, kind of near the garage door, there's some lights flickering. It's the lights are flickering. That's my parents set up in the yard. They have like a little projector. A little projector which creates like Christmas lights. So, and my dad's gonna put up the Christmas lights tomorrow. So it's gonna be nice. So we're getting our Christmas stuff ready. Yeah, so the holiday seasons are coming. Whether you celebrate Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, doesn't really matter. The holiday seasons are coming. They're coming pretty soon. I mean, this Thursday is December 1st. So this Thursday is December 1st. Well, at least in the United States it is. So, well, yeah, it is in general. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm really excited for the holidays, and yeah, I'll be doing my Christmas haul like usual. So, yep, on Christmas Day 2022, I will be doing my Christmas haul. I can't tell you exactly when, but I will still be doing my Christmas haul. The only thing I will say, like I alluded to last year, is because my dad is kind of semi-retired right now. He's kind of semi-retired. He's working as a contractor, but he's semi-retired right now. So essentially, the amount of stuff that I get from my parents is going to be probably a little bit less this year. So don't expect like a huge amount of stuff. Like if you watch my videos, my Christmas haul videos from like last year and the year before, you may be surprised by how much stuff I get this year in terms of the quantity of it. But I'm still going to do a Christmas haul video, so a Christmas haul video. So expect that on December 25th, 2022. Anyway, that's about it. So have a nice day, YouTubers. Big ass cigar for life. Pretty fucking cool.